Operation Diamond, stealing the enemy's secret weapon. By 1966, the United States and its allies were fighting a war they did not fully understand. They knew the MiG-21 was dangerous. They knew it was agile, fast, and deadly at close range. But they did not know why it performed the way it did, or how to consistently defeat it. Intelligence reports were fragmented. Combat data was incomplete. Every engagement produced more questions than answers. To truly understand the MiG-21, the West needed more than radar tracks and pilot testimonies. They needed the aircraft itself, an unlikely opportunity. Thousands of kilometers away from Vietnam, in the Middle East, an unexpected opportunity was quietly taking shape. The Iraqi Air Force had recently received MiG-21s from the Soviet Union. Among its pilots was a man named Munir Redfa, a Christian in a Muslim-majority military, increasingly alienated from his superiors. Redfa was experienced, disciplined, and deeply unhappy. He felt marginalized. He believed his career was blocked, and he feared for his family's safety. Israeli intelligence noticed. Mossad's calculation. Israel had been watching the MiG-21 closely. Surrounded by hostile neighbors flying Soviet aircraft, Israel understood the stakes better than anyone. If war came, and it almost certainly would, the MiG-21 would dominate the skies unless its weaknesses were exposed. The Israeli intelligence agency, Mossad, began a bold operation. They did not seek to steal documents. They sought to steal the plane, recruiting the pilot. Mossad agents approached Redfa carefully over months. They appealed not to ideology, but to survival. They offered a new life, financial security, protection for his family. The risk was enormous. If discovered, Redfa would be executed. His family would suffer the consequences. Mossad agents would disappear. Yet Redfa agreed. The operation was given a code name, Operation Diamond, the flight that should not have happened. On August 16, 1966, Redfa took off from Iraq in his MiG-21 on what appeared to be a routine training mission. Instead of following his flight plan, he turned west. Flying low to avoid radar, conserving fuel to the extreme, Redfa crossed into Israeli airspace with almost nothing left in his tanks. Israeli fighters scrambled, not to intercept, but to escort. Moments later, Redfa landed safely at Hatzor Air Base. For the first time, a fully intact MiG-21 had fallen into Western hands. Shockwaves across the world. The implications were enormous. Israel immediately tested the aircraft, flying it against its own fighters. The results were astonishing. The MiG-21 was faster in acceleration, deadly in close turns, extremely dangerous below medium altitude. But it also had critical flaws: poor rearward visibility, limited fuel endurance, rapid loss of energy in prolonged maneuvers. For the first time, the myth was broken. Sharing the prize. Israel understood that the value of the MiG-21 extended beyond its borders. Quietly, discreetly, the aircraft was transferred to the United States. Its destination was a place officially denied to exist. Area 51. Project Havdonut. Under extreme secrecy, the U.S. Air Force launched Project Havdonut. American test pilots flew the MiG-21 repeatedly, pushing it to its limits. They fought mock dogfights against F-4 Phantoms and other American aircraft. The results confirmed what Vietnam had hinted at. At low speeds and tight turns, the MiG-21 was superior. American pilots were shocked. But now, they finally understood how to beat it. Knowledge changes everything. The MiG-21 was no longer a mystery. It was a machine with strengths and weaknesses. And that knowledge would soon reshape American air combat forever.